Now, a total of 244 billion naira has been earmarked towards ushering in a new lease of life across security-challenged communities in Nigeria's northeast region in 2026. National Assembly Correspondent Lami Ali reports that the chairman of the Northeast Development Commission, Mohammed Alkali, defended the estimates before the National Assembly Joint Committee amidst commendations from legislators.
The budget defense session between the National Assembly Joint Committee on Northeast Development Commission and the Commission's management team dwelt on how the region is being revitalized. The Managing Director, Mohammed Alkali, told the Joint Committee that the focus is restoring livelihoods across the region.
We all have education, health, and empowerment, but our own number one assumption is to complete whatever we have started so that we won't have abandoned projects.
I also want to join my colleagues in commending you for the tremendous improvement. It wasn't like that even last year's budget. We have seen a sea change, so I want you to keep it up.
You took us to even the heart of where Boko Haram was operating, and what you did was quite marvelous. I have had admiration for the courage you even took to go there and execute those projects.
Priorities in the education sector took center stage as the Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, and his team appeared before the Senate and House of Representatives Joint Committee on Education. He said more than 40% of the 2.3 trillion naira budget to the agencies and parastatals is allocated to universities.
To our various agencies, we have a total budget of 633 billion, of which capital is 127 billion and the current of 505 billion.
The 2026 budget, including all rollover components, must ultimately translate into measurable improvement in educational delivery, enhance research capacity, and dignify conditions for teaching and learning across our institutions.
The implementation of 2025 is highly challenged. While we can attest to the fact that some level of achievements have been recorded in the area of recurrent expenditure.
The federal government's economic team was also engaged by the Senate Committee on Finance, where calls for reforms in budget implementation system dominated discourse.
Equally important is revenue discipline. The committee reiterates the urgent need for the Nigerian Revenue Service in coordination with the Ministry of Finance and relevant institutions to accelerate the full implementations of the reform, especially the robust single window system.
For the whole of 2025, there is zero allocation. So there is zero release for capital projects.
Senate Committee on Finance, amongst others, has talked about the payments method. And all I can say about the payments method, it is there to be improved. But we should not throw the baby out with the bathwater, but look to improve, because the key element of the current process is that payments are made directly to the end beneficiary.
The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, while explaining fiscal strategies of the ministry for 2026, said he intends to overhaul the humanitarian response framework to address poverty and development challenges.
We have continued to coordinate humanitarian interventions, supervise our agencies, and implement social protection and poverty reduction programs.
The ministry's estimate for 2026 is 23.5 billion naira.